And one last thing here that I also want to talk about is confidence. For everything I just said earlier when it comes to the simping and whatever, you might be like, well, Ali, I want to be in that position. I want to have that mentality. I want to, save the United States. I want to be in this position of power as a man. Of course, I want to live up to my potential as a man. And you might be sitting here thinking, well, Ali, how do I get the confidence to do that? Well, confidence comes from evidence, and evidence leads to certainty. And certainty is what creates confidence. So, how do you get evidence then? Well, evidence comes from action. You're not going to get confidence. You're not going to get self belief if you sit there and do nothing. If you're doing nothing with your life right now, if you're not taking any action in your life right now, where do you think the confidence is going to come from? The reason why you can get up right now and walk across the room is because you have extreme evidence in your mind of your ability to walk because you've been walking since you were like a toddler, right? You started walking and now you've been walking your entire life. So now you just walk like nobody's business. It's not even a confidence thing for you. You just have so much certainty in your ability to walk that you don't even need to think about it anymore. It's subconscious now. So if you want to have confidence or certainty in your ability to accomplish your goals, you can only gain that certainty and confidence from taking action, bro. There's literally no other way. You can't just have confidence just because you want it. Everything worth having in this life must be worked for. Everything worth having in this life must be worked for. And that includes confidence. Confidence is not free. If you want confidence, you have to move. You have to take action. And the great thing about this is it doesn't mean you have to think about the goals you're necessarily trying to achieve. You don't have to think about the massive vision you might have for your life. You got it. You can just start small. It's as simple as, hey, I'm just going to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. You wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. You're like, okay, well, here's the evidence. I'm able to wake up at 5 a.m. Now, what else am I able to do? Well, I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym. Okay, tomorrow you wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym. You're like, oh, I woke up at 5 a.m. I went to the gym. So that means I can wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym. What else I can do? And do you not see how your confidence builds all just from you taking action from wherever you're at? It could be a small action. It's these small actions that build up to big actions. Because if you're like, wait, I could do this thing and I could do this thing and I could do this thing. And then it just keeps stacking up to the vision that you want to achieve that you previously thought was impossible becomes aggressively possible because you earned your certainty. And you earned your certainty from having evidence, and you earn that evidence by taking action. So if you lack confidence in yourself right now, what you need to do is just move, bro. You need to see yourself move, even if it's a small movement, because that small movement will give you the evidence that you can do more. Because before you were doing nothing, now you are doing something. So if you were doing something, you could more than likely do more things. And then you do more things. And that means you can do more things. As I was saying earlier in the earlier rant, bro, your ceiling as a man is ridiculous. You're an adaptability machine. You built the world. Men have built the world and created everything around us. Do you think the cavemen back then had the confidence that humanity would build up to this point where I can stream to you guys and talk to you guys like this? Do you think they were just thinking that? No, they just started moving. They just started rubbing the damn stick. And they said, well, let's just see what the fuck happens. And shit started happening. And then boom, far into the future, we have this now. A camera and me talking and talking shit to you guys with headphones and whatever. Understand? So you guys have to earn the confidence too with whatever goals that you're trying to achieve, of course. Just start moving, bro. If you want confidence, then you need action. So yeah, man.